What is happening? The drums happened at the same time. Hey there, Jai here. I wanted to talk to you about this film that I wrote. It's about a non-binary character and their struggles coming out at work, / being outed at work, and what that looks like in that environment, and also personally as they talk about it to their partner after it happens. So this is near and dear to my heart because I'm non-binary, and I had a similar situation happen to me at work. And though it happened because people had good intentions, it was still, a little challenging to navigate. And we don't have a lot of stories like these out here. So I wanted to write something that was something I personally experienced, and something that I think is more common than we think. We just don't see these stories out there as often as I would like to see them. So I'm wanting to make this film so that these stories are more prevalent, more seen, and that people have access to these things, so that people aren't alone. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. We have another video for you to watch about why we're making this film and what's at stake for us to make this. And we hope you support our project. Thank you so much.
Hey, I am Claire Michelle. I am a model, a musician, and producer for Ignorant Creatures.
Hey, I'm Jai, and I'm a writer, and I'm an actor, and I'm also a filmmaker.
Hi, I'm Michelle, and I'm the co-director, and I'm a filmmaker here in Seattle.
Hi, my name is Catalina, and I'm director of photography, also a cinematographer here in Seattle.
So I like the idea of saying, you were, do you want to say it to camera? Who can relate to not feeling represented, whatever.
Yeah. So do y'all feel underrepresented in the film community?
Absolutely.
A little bit.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah.
No, I think that's super important to be able to see stories that you relate to, that you see yourself in. And so I think that's something super cool about your script, for sure.
I think you sent it to me, right? And we had a couple of meetings and here and there, and we wrote that, we wrote this, and and here we are. So
Yeah.
Who knew 12 pages could take so long?
But a lot of thought has been put into it. Yeah, and we have tried to break down the characters and develop them into being real people. Right? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And we want to make people or have characters and actors that are either have experienced something similar to the characters we want to portray, and also make sure that the themes that we talk about, like LGBTQ issues, are also representative of in the crew that we hire and things like that. So it's all kind of culminating in this space where we can uplift each other and help people in the film industry.
Absolutely. So cool. We get to see a glimpse into what it's like having that identity and then going into a workspace that maybe doesn't understand the nuances of that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it really tugs on people who have these internalized identities that aren't necessarily exterior, and then you have to walk into a setting that's maybe not always the most safe or comfortable. You kind of have to put yourself aside, and it's also how do you navigate spaces where you can be yourself 100% of the time and know that you're not going to be hurt or discriminated against. And hopefully this film will help people empathize with these characters that they may interact with every day but not know.
Absolutely. I am proud of you for writing this story. I think it needs to live out in the world. I think a lot of people will relate to it. So I believe that it'll put good out into the world.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
I'm excited as well. I don't identify as non-binary, but I see a lot misrepresentation in the community, and if I as a filmmaker can do and help to represent in a better way, then I did my part. That's the most important part for me, working on this film and having my skills and knowledge for this film.
Yeah. I think at the end of the day, it's learning from each other. That's one of the biggest takeaways from this experience.
Yeah.
Being able to hear each other and listen and then make something that is profound and
Yeah, there's so much of it that happens in like corporate world that just goes totally unnoticed or overlooked, you know?
Yeah.
And I mean, that's, you know, that's part of the reason why I work for myself now is because the people that I was working with just disregarded a lot of who I was and my gender and everything as well.
Yeah.
So it was tough to work with a lot of people who were very ignorant.
Definitely. That was like, I almost got out of the film industry because of that. Like, I took a month off because it was just so hard to like constantly be talked down to and just like challenged all the time and not feel like I could hold the space that I needed to and not feeling like there was safe people to come to and to even talk about those things when they would come up. And so that's just like super real, like that's a real experience for so many people in different industries, not even just the film industry, but so I think that's like a really cool component of the story, touching on that.
Absolutely. And I think making our own film with the people we want to work with.
Yep.
In the ways that we want to see the film industry become in the future and now. It's so imperative that we make, you know, these spaces for ourselves.
You know, we see a lot of those LGBTQ films, you know, on Netflix and Amazon, and you're like, that's not how it happens.
No.
You know, it's like that's a person made it who is not in the community and did not even do maybe research. And it's very, very important to, you know, the filmmakers who are in their community make the film for the community and understanding the both sides. So
Absolutely.
So I got the paperwork.
Prop.
Actually, paperwork is a prop in the film. So essentially, this is our budget sheet, and what we're trying to raise is $7,000 for this film. I'm going to post this below, but this is our entire list of everything that we've looked at. It has a minimum price and a maximum price, and $7,000 would be perfect for us to create a work of art that we're all happy with, and that is a representation of
and also give
what we
work
feel like.
to the crew here in Seattle and the community and invite people to work in the film.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like, pay people for their time
definitely.
and just like respect that. Like, having this funding would give us that opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely.
Big time.
Yeah.
So please, anything helps. $1, $2, $10, $50.
$10,000.
Like, one big check.
Thank you. Thank you for donating.
Thanks for joining us on our picnic.
Yes, our picnic indoors.
Thank you for being here.
Okay.
This is
I don't
not.
have any
This is not
orange juice in
juice. So.
mine.
Yeah, this is. I mean,
This is not juice.
Wait, you smoked it?
Thank you so much for watching. We really hope you consider donating, and we'll keep you updated on the progress of this film. Here's looking at you.